Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a decorate with me for Christmas. I wanted to decorate a little earlier than I normally do just so I could film this and give everyone some inspo in case you're planning your Christmas decor this year and wanted a little bit of inspo. So my favorites, I have a lot of really good affordable finds as well from Walmart, Amazon, Target. So many great finds that I can't wait to share, and I will be taking you throughout my house and how I decorate it and some tips and tricks and some of my favorites. So let's get right into it. I'll have everything that I can linked below in that description box. Also, you're gonna have to comment below. I'd love to know what your color palette is, what your theme is for your decorating this year. So leave that in the comment section. I always love hearing all the different themes. Here's the progress so far. I love how the lights look on this tree. They look like the viral Home Depot Christmas tree. But I love that you could also, with the remote on this, I'll show you what it looks like. It comes with this remote, which is really nice. So I have the clear steady on right now. You could also do color with this tree. So you could do color, and then also you could alternate them. And then also you could do a clear twinkle, which I think it looks so dreamy. See up close, you could see how pretty it looks.
The Christmas lights are shining oh so bright everywhere in this little town.
Okay, making progress. This is what I have so far. So I layered on a lot of different picks, stems, and velvet bows. These are all, the velvet bows are from last year, but it's all the same Amazon ribbon you can still get, so I'll link it all. And then I changed, if you saw in the video, I changed over from the wooden beads to the pearl beads. I think these work so much better and I'm so happy with them. And then I also have these little rhinestone twists on, like with little twist size it comes with, and those are from Amazon. They look so good with this. And then even these picks are Amazon. I'll have them all below, but I love them. I got these little magnolia picks like years ago from Pure One, but I found, which I got from my bedroom tree, a almost identical one in like a dusty rose, but it does come in many other colors. So if you're looking for something similar, I'll link the Amazon ones that I'm gonna have in pink for my other tree. But loving the progress.
On this special night, and here we are in the car on our way back home to be with those we love the most, guided by a single star. This is the magic of Christmas. This is the magic of love. Wherever we are, near or far, it's that same star that leads, and that's the magic of Christmas.
I found these stems from Amazon. They're such a great price point. You get 12 in the pack. So I think I'll use about half for this. So we're just gonna place them in, pull them apart really nicely.
To me,
Right now I'm gonna be working on this section here, right off to my living room. And then over here, I'll be showing you. And then I have this area over here near my staircase. I'll be doing the staircase with garland. And then I have some paper houses and some cutesy little trees and things. So I will place that here and let's get all this decorated.
most welcoming chime. And every year when I come back here, this heartfelt feeling goes right through the ceiling. This is the magic of Christmas. This is the magic of love. Wherever we are, near or far, in this beat up car, it's that same star that leads, and that's the magic of Christmas to me.
Here's an update on the progress I made. I made a few swaps. I wanted to switch out the bows that I did on my staircase, so I added these larger velvet ones, which I think make more of a statement, and I like that look a lot more. And I added the little, as you guys saw, the little bows on my sconces I got from Walmart. So I'm thinking I could either put fairy lights back there, I'm not sure, but if you guys have any suggestions of what I could do to light this up. So, but this will glow eventually inside. And then we move on to the living room area. Lighting is like flickering a little bit, but it's not doing that in person on camera. I don't know why it is, but here I have the tree remote in here, in my little storage box with my other remotes. But here's the remote, as I said, and there's so many options to choose from, like a color tree girly. But if you want color, this is what it would look like. It is really pretty colors on this tree. If you are doing a colored option, it's just not my vibe. Then this also has a timer setting, so I really love it so much. And then it was really hard getting the star up on the top to be straight, but it's the best I could do for now. Eventually, I don't know, I may do a bow if I find like a taupe bow. That star is like really, really old, so it's just what I had. It works. And the mantle, this is just from YouTube. If you search frame TV, winter or like Christmas frame TV art, you could get free setups like this. And again, on camera it looks more blue, but in person it looks like a real painting. Where I filmed my shrine hauls, you may recognize this setup, but I had already just started off with the garland. I just put it up. I figured I would put it up just so you guys could see how it's starting out before I put the tree, because I need access behind the tree. So that's why I did the garland first. I did remove a lot of my handbags because I did not want to get them all dirty with the flocking on them. Now I'm just gonna be starting. I figured I would show the process of the bows going on. I have had this garland. This is the Walmart garland. I don't know if they make this exact kind anymore. I don't think so, but I'll try to see if I can find similar or if they do still make it. And this is over 6 years old. This is held up really, really great. This is all one piece, I believe, unless I twisted it at another time, but I only put it up in one piece. These are the velvet bows. You just get a spool of ribbon off Amazon. I'll link my favorite one, but I made a bunch of bows. This is from, I already did this like 2 years ago, so these have been 2 years strong, and some of them I put some wire in, so you could get this off of Amazon as well. You just twist it on the back so you could secure it. Okay, making progress. I attached all the bows to the garland, and now I placed, this is a tree I made last year. It was like the Love Shack Fancy Look for Less tree because Pottery Barn has one, but I decided to make my own, and I actually kept it all intact. All I had to do was take it out of the bag and then attach the tree skirt. I will see if all these pieces are still available to make this. Like, I made these into ornaments by poking an ornament hook through it, and I thought this was so darling. Okay, so this is how I store my tree. So I'm about to put it up, but I keep them in these tree bags from Amazon. They're so good. I have them for all my trees, and then I even labeled this because it actually is very helpful, because when you see all the trees, if they look kind of similar but say they are different heights, it's better to just write what room they belong in, because then it's so much easier than guessing with all the random pieces in a bag. So this one I love, has a light amount of flocking. Okay, so I now got all of the branches fluffed. This actually wasn't a hard one to put up as much as the other one in the living room, but I love this one so much. This is a classic. So I gotta put the tree skirt on next, and we'll start adding all the ornaments and picks. Okay, so I pulled out my bin of picks and bows. So I'm gonna start with that and then do ornaments last. So here's a little look at what I have in here. I have, these are one of my favorites. These like pearlized berries, they're so pretty. These are really cute with the little clips. And then don't mind the flocking all over my sweatshirt. That's the one thing about flocking. And then these are like 7 years old, but I love these as well for some filler. And I made these bows a couple years ago. They're really pretty. And then we have some random ornaments in here, but I do have another bin of ornaments to fill. And then these are things I just got this year for this tree. So I found these at, I think it was Home Sense or Marshall's, one of those places. But these are really pretty bow ornaments. And then I got the set of snowflakes that coordinate with it, which I love. Okay, and then I found, this is a really good Amazon find. Aren't these so pretty? They come in so many colors, so depending on your tree theme, but I thought these would be so gorgeous on here, so I'm really excited to add them. This is how they come. You just gotta give them a little fluff. All right, I wanna start out like the full tour now of all the rooms completed. The only area I did not complete of my home is outside. I want to wait until after November 1st to do so. So I just wanted to lay everything out though, everything I have planned. So I found these really darling rugs. I'm doing a red theme, if you can't tell, for outside. I do love a classy red Christmas theme. So I got the plaid rug, the layering mat underneath from Walmart, as well as the regular doormat from Walmart as well. I love the red bows. It looks so classy and pretty. And these are the smaller of both of the sizes you could get for reference. There are larger ones that you could get depending on what you prefer. Okay, and then I found these really gorgeous urn fillers from Amazon. So the planters were quite hard to find actually, and I finally found one. I'm gonna order a size even it's a little bit smaller, so I will link it. It's from Amazon. But these, this is what it looks like. So this is the filler here, and they are pre-lit as well. And they have that box there for the batteries, but I really love them. They look so gorgeous. I've always wanted to do something like this. Another thing that I found were these indoor-outdoor lights that I'm gonna use. Also, I have them throughout a lot of points in my home that you see on Garland, but I will also be using this on the outdoor Garland. This is Amazon, and these are really nice. They look really, really like a nice warm color. I don't like the bright LEDs. Personally, it just takes AA batteries, and it's really nice that you could use these outside as well. Another thing I wanna share are these outdoor bows. So these are actually weatherproof bows. I got these from a small business. I love supporting a small business. Truly so gorgeous. They even have like the wire already attached, and you could really shape these. They come completely flat, so it's great also for storing them, but they really hold their shape, and they're made to withstand all the weather conditions. So I'm really excited. They come in 2 sizes. I got the smaller size. I think these will look gorgeous with the garland. So I wanna show you what I got in preparation also to hold all my ornaments from Amazon. I found this storage box. It's really nice. First of all, the color is really beautiful, but it comes with all these trays stacked inside for ornaments. So 3 layers of trays, and it has like the nice lid and the handles. So this is really nice for organizing and protecting your ornaments. And then I love doing some candles by my windowsills, and I found these really nice ones from Amazon. These are like heavy duty. Some of the other ones that I've had in the past, they tip over very easily because they're so lightweight and they're not as sturdy. These are really, really great, and the glow is gorgeous, and I love how solid the base is compared to the other bases that I've tried. My foyer area is still a work in progress, but I just want to share this wreath that I added. I just added this for now. I can't remember where I got this little church from. It's a gold and white church. It's so cute, but I don't know where I got it from. And over here, I just have that Walmart tree. I shared I have one of the 3. Okay, near the staircase, I finalized that I did add in some white picks into this. I thought it just needed a little something extra, and picks are really gonna be your best friend with your tree or your garlands. Like, they truly do change and add texture. I highly recommend you could get picks from Amazon or Walmart. Michael's is a really great place to check out for picks and craft stores like that. And then moving along, you guys saw this already over here. And then I have the 2 other twinkle trees here. And then this area, I added a little velvet bow. This, I should mention, this is a really good thing to get now ahead of the holiday time. This I got from Etsy. I do wish I got it a little bit longer, but this is for your cards. So I originally got it last year for Christmas cards, and then I actually use it all year round for anything that I get a card for, like birthdays, and it's great because then you get to display them. They just stick right in here. Now, even though it's not super long, I still could layer a lot of cards in here, so it just depends on how many you get. Beautiful. I think it comes in different finishes. It's from, again, a small business. And then over here, okay, so this is how it is completed. Eventually, I think I want to find some cute like wintry pillows, because these are like my spring summer ones. Love how this all turned out. So I added these 3 little brush trees. I think I got those, like, those have to be at least like 6 or 7 years old. I think they're so gorgeous. I again added some picks into the garland because it just added a little something extra. Oh, I should turn this garland on. It has so many different features. I like it on number 8. It's just steady on and it's so pretty. Okay, and then I also lit up these little fairy lights that I've had in here for a while now. They're so pretty and dreamy. I also want to share my nativity that I absolutely love. I found it on Amazon and it's so beautiful. The stable and then the figurines are separate, but it's really beautiful. Okay, moving on to my kitchen. It is 90% done. There is supposed to be a garland around here, and when I first moved in here, I purchased a flocked garland, and it was like from Home Goods, and you guys, that was the biggest mistake ever because it just shed so much. I don't know, like it was just like getting in my sink and it was just a disaster. So I said, I just donated it, and I was like, never again in the kitchen, at least with flocking. I've also in the past had like flocked mini wreaths on the back of my chairs in the past, and that was also like every time they were getting pulled in and out from the table, like constantly shedding all over the floor. Even though I love the look of flocked, but it just is not practical for keeping your home clean in high traffic areas. I got these wreaths from Walmart last year, and they brought them back again this year, which is exciting. So I did add though the bows to it, and then just to attach, it depends on the type of bar stools you have. So with these from the like woven chairs, I just added a wire. I highly recommend getting wire for anything for Christmas, because you will find that you need to use it a lot throughout little projects for decorating, like attaching. You could even attach the stems inside garlands and ornaments and things like that. You could use it for so many things, and it just attached and it does not fall, so highly recommend that. Okay, and then this, you may recognize this vase. I hauled this a couple, like maybe it was like a month or 2 ago now at this point, but I got this vase from Walmart. I love it so much, and it looks so pretty with these frosted peonies. I wish I could remember where these are from, but I got them so long ago that I can't remember. And then these have some filler in between, but I'll try to see if I can find similar, because I feel like places like A Floral may very well have similar. And then these wreaths, again, are just in the corners of the cabinetry. And then over here, these little ribbed trees, they're from Walmart. I think it was last year or the year before. Yeah, My Texas House line, but I think she may have similar, because every year I think she has a lot of the same. And next is my accessories room. You may also recognize this as where I film my try on haul. So I love how this all turned out. I pretty much though do like a very similar rendition every year, but I kind of like switch it up a little bit by like the ornaments and things like that. So I added a few new things, but I really just love how this all turns out every single year. It's so dreamy and pretty. So like I said this before, this is like my little Love Shack Look for Less tree, and then I have the garland. You guys already saw that earlier in this video, but I wanted to share the tree and how it all turned out because I just really love how it all tied together so nicely. These magnolias from Amazon look so good, especially with the flocking. And then these ornaments from Home Goods, they're so pretty, and I ended up cutting off the ornament string that it came with. It was like a long string and it just like was hanging, and I saw a hack recently to just cut it off and just use that floral wire that I was telling you guys about, and I just wired it so it looks like it's blending right in with the tree, which is a really good hack. And I really like the look of the ornaments like a little higher up on the branches, so I really love that tip. The thing I recommend with the tree, if you want it, if you're having like more decorative tree versus sentimental, now I am trying to build up my bedroom tree, is now becoming like my sentimental ornament tree. So I'm building my collection there, so whenever I go on a trip I want to get an ornament, things like that. So I though within this room I just went for a cohesive theme, and if you are going for this look, I highly recommend just layering lots of textures and picks and bows and flowers. I feel like that really layers it nicely and looks really, really pretty in the end. So I recommend that. It's all about filling in the tree because you don't need a really expensive tree. Like this tree I found from Walmart, it does not need to be, you know, like a Balsam Hill tree, which they're gorgeous, but I've never bought a tree other than like Walmart or Target. So I recommend that. And yes, there are going to be some spaces, but the more you fill it in with your ornaments and picks, it really, you can't tell if it's a little bit more of a sparse tree. So that's another tip for you guys as well. And then you may recognize this. I love doing this every single year. This garland over the mirror. I've been doing this for probably 5-6 years now, the same garland. So I really love how it turns out. I just have to fluff the bow from storage and then that's it. And I did this year though wire this in like little pieces so it stays a little bit better. So I wired it here. You kind of see underneath it's wired right here, and then you just fluff it over the top so you won't see it, but that's how I tucked it in and wired it there. So that wire is going to come in handy, trust me. I highly recommend. I found mine on Amazon. I hope all of you enjoyed this Christmas decorate with me. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait for all the fun holiday content coming your way. I have so much planned this year and I cannot wait to share. That is it for today's video. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next one very soon. Bye.